guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video where today we're going to be reviewing the pretty extraordinary game that was Sheffield Wednesday 3, Fulham 5. Now, it was the most mental game we've probably had all season. The end of the first half, I really thought it could be a cricket score similar to the Wigan game last week. But we were 3-0 down at half time and things were looking bleak. Going into the half time, I turned it off at 1-0. I just thought, this is going to be another one of them games where we concede about 3 or 4 goals, and it's just a real shit show, really, to try and phrase it properly. But no, if we start off with the starting lineup, I think it was a weird starting lineup, to be honest. I think I would have started Wickham over De Cruz, and I would have started Murphy over Adebayo, because Murphy's been our best player since the restart and proved that when he came on, got goal, an assist and won the penalty. So he was involved in every single goal. He was, was a big part of all 3 goals that we scored, and it's no surprise really that he comes off from the bench and has a huge impact. If we could get him permanently next season, that would be a huge positive for us. But like I say, the first half, no real other surprises in the lineups other than perhaps the couple of changes I'd have made. But in hindsight, you can say that, can't you? You'd have started Murphy. I would have started Murphy anyway before that, I did say. Wickham, maybe, if he wasn't quite fully fit, I could understand him being on the bench. Did Wickham even come on? Did Wickham? Oh, yeah, I think he did, didn't he? He must have done. No, I don't think he... No, he didn't. Oh, that's surprising. We made a triple substitution at half-time, which is rare for us. Murphy came on, New came on, and maybe it was Wickham. I genuinely can't remember. I know Hunt and Reach came on as well for, I think it was Pelopessi and Luongo. And I think that third substitution at half-time might have been Wickham for Windass. So yeah, that makes sense if so. But other than that, second half we won. Well, we won the second half, we won 3-2, which is a positive, but still poor. Still made too many mistakes. 2 mistakes lead to goals again. All 5 goals were from individual mistakes, from 1 or 2 from Wildsmith, and then others from defenders and midfielders, not tracking back, not tracking a run, misplaced passes, poor challenges, weak challenges, just everything really that could go wrong went wrong today. But positive with goals. We score a lot of goals away from home, 39 goals away from home in 23 games, with the highest scoring away side in the division by a few goals now. But yeah, overall pretty disappointing performance. New got 2, 50 goals for him now in his Sheffield Wednesday shirt. That's positive, that's big. And yes, his goal ratio is poor. 50 goals in 7 years is not great at all, but it's 50 goals at the end of the day. Only a handful of players can say they've scored 50 goals for Sheffield Wednesday, and he's one of them. So yeah, fair play. I'd certainly extend his contract for another year. He definitely deserves it, I think. He always comes big when we need him, and did today. It's just the defence didn't, so that's the reason we didn't get anything from the game. But yeah, took his penalty well. He's a good penalty taker. We'll give him that. I think his conversion rate from penalties is astounding. I can only ever recall him missing 1 penalty. That was about 4 years ago. He missed against QPR, and then he scored later on in the game, so you can let him off for that, really. But apart from that, disappointing again. Good on the attack, but poor defensively. Gary Monk, after the game, spoke of getting new personnel in. Used that word a lot, personnel. Which hopefully means defenders. And the way he phrased it was as if A, we'll be in the Championship next season, B, he will be with us next season, and C, we'll have money to spend. Now, I'm pretty sure we'll have money to spend because FFP resets every 3 years, and we haven't really spent that a huge amount of money in the last 3 years. Jordan Rhodes was over 3 years ago now. God, that's mental to say Jordan Rhodes was over 3 years ago. Wow, okay. And so yeah, I think he should be here next year. There's no reason to sack him. It's just pointless. And it sounds like we'll be in the Championship because it sounds like we'll be able to buy in players, and you can't really buy decent players if you're not in the Championship. So yeah, but all will be revealed. If we get a 12 points deduction, then that will probably see us down now. 6 points deductions probably will keep us up, but not mathematically. And anything other than that, really, I'd take a 6 point deduction. Quite simply, I'd take a 6 point deduction. That would leave us 2 points clear of the playoffs. All we need is a point against Middlesbrough, because our goal difference is better than everyone else down at the bottom. So, overall, a negative game with positives. That's the life of Wednesday. You have to find positives in the games. You have to find the diamond in the rough. There's not a lot of positives being a Wednesday night, so you have to cling on to every little one you can. But hey ho, there's no one else I'd support really. It's a bit late to start switching teams now. I might as well see this till the end. But you know, disappointing game, but we're used to it. Fulham are a very good team. I said in the preview, not the preview today, I predicted 2-1 today, but in the preview for the end of the season, about a week and a half ago, I did predict, I said I'd be okay with us losing today, and I stand by that a little bit, but I'm never okay with conceding 5 goals. You never can be. To score 3 is great, but to concede 5 is appalling and unforgivable. But that's Wednesday. But appalling and unforgivable, but you forgive them anyway, because that's what you have to do. Otherwise, there's really not much point. But I love watching Wednesday. I always will do. I'll always support Wednesday now. Always go to as many games as I possibly can. And that's just how it is, and that's how I'll live. And wow, this has got very deep, isn't it, into why I'm supporting Wednesday. I'm questioning my own thoughts. But yeah, I was going to say that around out this video, but as well, if you do have any suggestions for other teams you want me to talk about, I'll talk about any team in the top flight of Spain, top flight of England, any of the top 4, maybe 5 divisions in England. My knowledge of the conference is okay for parts. Top 4 or 5 leagues in England. I'll talk about any team in Spain, any team in Germany, any team in France, any team in Italy. I talk about Ajax. I talk about PSV. I talk about Feyenoord. I'll talk about anyone really. International. What do you want me to talk about? Managers. You want me to talk about FFP, VAR. Just anything really. Anything football related. I'll sit down and have a chat. Let me know who you support down in the description. And I'll do more videos on you. If we have heavily based Wigan support, then I'll do videos on Wigan. I'll do videos on any team. Yeah, just let me know. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed them, please make sure to like and subscribe for more future content. Appreciate the support on these videos. They're doing relatively well. Hopefully that'll pick up as we get more consistent with creating this type of videos. Career mode will be back at some point, probably. Don't know when. May just wait for FIFA 21, but I'd like to potentially have a full season in the Championship in FIFA 22 with Sheffield Wednesday. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you later. Goodbye.